What's this one? It's HMV 007 Butaro.
That was Butt Taro. I guess butt.
Originally, I named him Pig because like too many people thought he looked like a pig because they couldn't really tell because I only sketched it. I'm thinking of like changing like the pillar arms into like just actual weaponized mechanical arms that basically just serve the same function.
Let me see your phone for a sec.
Yeah. Battery at 2%.
I believe I have your variety charger now.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Are you not allowed to use? Are you not allowed to charge the phone with any other charger, or are you not allowed to use your charger to charge any other phone?
No, I'm physically unable to like do it without a Type C. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks. Oh ho.
Oh. That's okay.
Convoy. Oh, that's neat.
Yeah.
You sketched out Dreamland. Yeah. That's real cool. Mm-hmm.
Let me take a sec.
Alright. You really like doing this? Mm-hmm. Shouldn't it be facing like the drawing I'm doing?
Maybe on the tripod. Back. Whoa.
Oh, there's the camera
I don't
here.
have anything that I can like.
Yeah.
Name it. Let me see this.
Yeah. Alright. Shoot, how am I gonna do this? Shoot, let's do. No, they should be lower. Slide. Sometimes I worry that maybe I should just simplify this design. Like other people will like try to draw like who would try to draw my own virus monsters for me as gift art. It seems apparent they can't really make heads or tails of what the crest for the eye is supposed to be. And if I were to get a team of animators to like have to painstakingly like animate them like in action. It'd just be ugly. So yeah, basically it. It's yeah. Oh, he's not even in the shot. Misjudging where the camera is. So yeah, it was a concept art earlier. I'm gonna draw the gems to keep gauge it. And this should be good enough.
Gemstones. Did you like the last one? The packaging it was
That came out rather nice. Alright.
I just sent out community post on your phone. Until done.
Alright. That should be good. There'll be a lot of content for them to, like... I can't even tell if it's, like, in the shot, but, like, it should be a lot of content for them to chew on.
What
Since,
you
like,
can also do is you can...
yeah.
Whoop.
Take your thing down, flip it, and reverse it.
So now you can see what it says.
Yeah.
I gotta go use the restroom.
Oh, shoot. Oh, man, I was hoping you'd be around to hold it, because, like... I needed one hand to, like, hold the paper down.
Oh, there's some more sheets over here, too.
Alright, so... Which compartment did I keep it in? This is where I keep my pen and pencils. Oh, it's already opened. Shoot. But yeah. Got Mappy and Goro, like, holding onto the zipper tags. This is like totally clumsy right now. So yeah. Just take a red. Start with. Oh, before I do anything, for my ambient colors, I always use like Tuscan red, cream, and indigo. Let's see. It's been quite a while. Oh, that's not what I wanted. All right. In trying to carry the phone, like I just accidentally put it to sleep. The live stream's still going, so nothing damaging. This is pretty embarrassing. Maybe I can use one of these carry boxes I bought, like as a way to like. That should hold, I think. Oh, damn it. clumsiest idea that we've had in like ages. Oh wait. This thing. Wait, does this thing look good? Yes. Buzzy. He went to the restroom.
Markers and codes.
It didn't quite work as well as I thought it would, but
Is that gonna work?
oh, this is an X-Acto blade. I thought it was like used to like draw circles. Yeah, that holds it in place.
Nice. Impressive.
Took me up until like the moment you show actually see if it works, but or come up with the idea. But
Hello.
oh, hey, Lord Geibuchan. Aw.
How did you just like that? Oh, wait.
I have the Kirby box, like just sitting there.
Okay, I think I messed it up. There you go. There.
All right.
Guess I'll just hold this.
Oh, I have the Kirby box so that you wouldn't have to. Here, let me move these drawings so that you don't leave it down.
That's why I figured that took a lot.
Yeah, the camera's over there, so you don't have to worry about that. And like, so yeah, these Prismacolors are like really good. It's like,
So I did. No, it's not. No worries. It's
oh
not
man,
working.
it'd be total crap if like,
How did you do this the first time?
nah, I basically left it alone.
You can't. I can't.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna let you do it. All right.
All right. So yeah, if you're skilled enough with Prisma pencils, you won't actually need to use it.
Minecraft Marquister, welcome.
Welcome to my house. We have even more than animated, and all stuff is better.
Is that the rose from Alice in Wonderland?
No.
Alice in Wonderland.
No. It's virus monsters. Oh man, this will to undo my stuff. It's this guy right here. Yeah, it was a virus monster that showed up in Alice in Wonderland 4.
Anything else manga segment?
Yep. The one that ended with. I'm pretty sure I have like his older design here.
Pick me.
Yeah, this is what he looked like when he first showed up. One in body for like the torso and everything. Yeah. I basically like traced over my concept drawings and like used those as sprites. And
Funny against
since then I like basically revitalized it, like just completely revamped the design. And yeah, hoping to see these guys like return for like the action segment for Classroom That Drip Pizza Sauce. Ever since I started working at Amazon, though, I basically haven't gotten around to like finishing the sprites for virus monsters. So yeah, is the drawing and working on in question? Thanks.
You draw great. You draw great. You got mail. You got pinged. Okay.
Not tilting?
I think
Okay.
as long as they alone, it should be fine.
All right. It's supposed to be shadow right here. Yeah. Great thing about Prism pencils is like these are like specifically designed to like just blend. So like with utmost care, you could basically make like gradients with ease, or like transition into different colors. If you make any mistakes, you could basically just like either like erase it and then draw over it, or just keep slapping more colors over the process, so that until you like eventually get to where you want, so that you hardly ever like really like make genuine mistakes that can't just be easily fixed. And so long as you throw down like enough colors, you basically don't even have to you could basically just go the entire way without ever having to resort to like using a solid black for like darkness. You could just convey that with like multitudes of colors. Let's see, poppy red. It's just that. Ah, yes. Yeah. Thanks for setting this up, Roland.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Got interrupted for a second. Get out. Damn thing wouldn't respond. Should get a closer look at that. Sorry, I can't really like get a lower angle. Could only do so much when I improvise. Yeah. Yeah. Once you learn how to do these, like you don't ever have to worry about like not really having a sense of direction.
How long was it interrupted for?
Roughly like 10 seconds.
Oh.
Yeah. I keep running into a bunch of close calls, like, whenever I try to achieve anything. Like, no actual disasters happen, just, but, like, close calls. It's like, I've never actually, like, run a stream before, so I didn't think that it could just be fixed so easily. Oh. It's tilting over.
I think we can just.
I think I might. This bag here, I think I might have to repurpose it as a trash bag to clean up my workspace. I was kind of hoping I wouldn't have to, since like this stuff wouldn't have to like get. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll just reverse it for like when I'm using it as a trash bag. What are we gonna do now, Sonic? Live fast, think fast, act fast. So what are we gonna do now, Sonic? Live fast, think fast, act fast. So what are you gonna do now, Sonic? Live fast, think fast, act fast. So what are you gonna do? Improvise. Ah, it's a good thing I'm not using this bottom half here. Oh my god, looking at the rest of the... Yeah. think we should set back this little, like,
As long as I'm here, I can handle it for now.
yeah, but I like to get, like, get the camera a little closer. There. It's a better angle than the last time, I think. Emphasis on, I think. Yeah. This should basically be proof enough of, like, why I haven't actually started any commissions or nothing with this skill. Can't really do things at a timely manner. That should basically be while you're having to wait on the King's Epic Adventure, but even if I could, too many things, like, just keep interfering, like, intercepting me. It ain't all bad, but, like, even if I try to, like, just have the entire weekend off, like, family just makes plans for me. Bad. Ah, yes. Wait, is that? It couldn't have been, but for a moment it sounded like it was going to transition to Crush 40's Never Turn Back. The music playing in the background. So, yeah.
Hey. There you have it. It's not working. No.
Yeah. So, yeah. If I had more control of where my life is heading right now, you probably wouldn't have to wait on me for, like, nearly as much. The entire workload that I basically just made for myself.
Illusion is a depressed maniac, apparently. Says hi.
Hey, dear. How you doing?
He also says, I'm one of your big fans from your channel. Your Geibuchan channel. And I want to say, can you draw Morpho Knight for me?
That might have to be for another time, but...
Are you sure?
Well, I can't do it right now, because, like... I might spend the entire, like... hours just, like, finishing this.
You planning to put these on a button, did you?
Yep. Yeah. Those are animated by hand, yes. It helps if you have, like, a small canvas and, like, just using the pencil tool. To draw CDI characters, it's, like, actually surprisingly easy. Other people can, like, just, like, basically just do it freehand. And, like, they just come out perfectly on model every time.
Do you have a Twitter, by the way? It says Illusion.
I have a Tumblr, but I'm considering, like, maybe just making the jump to Twitter.
I'd certainly follow you.
Yeah. On top of how much more convenient it is for like several people, like you probably have like a lot less like trouble like just getting places like with your artwork on Twitter as opposed to Tumblr.
Does Stuart K. Riley have a Twitter?
Yeah, he hardly uses like his Tumblr like compared to his Twitter. I feel kind of bad because like I'm like I'm the only guy he follows on Tumblr that just like reblogs like funny stuff that he follows. I think if I were to draw Morpho Knight, I'd probably need like some reference material.
Is Morpho Knight like a Sega Genesis game?
It's like secret final boss that appeared in Kirby's Kirby Star Allies.
Star Allies. I still need to play that.
Yeah, they basically just like repurposed like a beta design for Meta Knights and just turned it into like a separate entity.
Wasn't he in Kirby Superstar?
No, it's just Meta Knight. Like Galactonite was.
Galactonite. That's what I'm taking.
Yeah,
that's
Kirby
right.
Superstar Ultra. Yeah, detracting a little bit from. I'm still proud of my collection. This one was like only like $24 on eBay. Basically, $4 more than like its actual selling price at Comic-Con. Avid pin collector, I just had to have it.
That Sonic Adventure.
And this Franklin badge. From how bullcrap hard it is to like collect these. It's like you'll be surprised that they actually have like. Well, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. They just sort of fade in and out. But like you'll be able to find like replicas of it on Etsy. Like a fraction of the price of like. Basically, you won't have to pay like an arm and a leg just to like get any of the official ones that they gave away at events or like a special edition of Mother 3 box set. Oh, how long was this open? So yeah, maybe throw a little purple like that. How's this thing? It doesn't really get any closer than that. Unless you like lift it up a little and then... Yeah. Then we might run the risk of like squeezing it out. Sure, you're fine with holding it like this?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I'm just speaking from like my experience because like I'm kind of crap at keeping my hand steady. Like if I absolutely need to. There were several moments in which I would like try to like just I'd be on a card trip and I'd like decide that like maybe I should just like record the cityscape going by in the background and figured, hey, maybe I could use this for a backdrop for like a future Flash Poop project.
Minecraft Markeister says that's awesome. You really put lots of effort on your YTPs.
Thanks. Yeah. I always keep looking for ways to like go the extra mile. Like, straight up. Oh wait, here it is. Light source is going that way. From there.
I just realized what they're playing on piano.
What was it? I haven't pieced it together myself.
I think it's Numb by Linkin Park.
Oh, now I hear it. I just love how multi-purpose like Numb can be. On top of like the angst that it like normally is known for carrying, like you can just still like straight up like it can be like still be genuinely soothing. Or if you think this stuff is funny, then hey, you get to have a laugh with it too. Can't believe both members are dead though. Why do the good have to just die young? Like they took themselves and everything. It's true, yes, but life is too beautiful of a thing to waste. No matter how bad, like, I think that maybe I have it, like, I just got way too many things that I want to do with myself, like, before I die. It's just like, it'd be a complete waste if I were to just throw it aside. It's like I want to be able to live to see tomorrow, to see like my most immediate ambitions like just come true. Even if it's established that I won't be able to actually do it within the near future. I know the top gems are like red, but like it's a blend of colors.
Minecraft Marquister asks, "Are you an art student?"
Not currently. I just took like ultra advanced classes in like well, advanced classes in like high school. Basically been drawing since kinder. Basically just from like how colorful the graphics were in Super Mario World. Even if they didn't do a lot like with the graphics, given how it was just a launch title, as opposed to like other games like Demon's Crest, where they just throw down multiple colors, it just made me really love. It just made me really love like ultra saturated colors.
We got the Dude Sama here, and he asks, "What kind of pencil crayons are those?"
These are. I was in the shop. It's Prismacolors. Yeah. Yeah, these are like ultra amazing. So like you basically just blend colors. You throw down as many colors as you want. You never make any actual mistakes. Cause you just know that you're just gonna if something goes wrong, you could just overcome it just by coloring over it and all that sort of thing. The one fatal drawback is that if you're not careful with sharpening them, they're like extremely delicate. I'm surprised none of my pencils are broken yet. Except for this one, I was sharpening it, but like I just like.
That could be. Maybe they're not that delicate.
No, it's like they're notorious for being delicate.
Except for those.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, yeah. Let's do this one. Sorry, it's like I'm just having to micro manage like the gems. It's such a tiny space. I'm gonna have to like straight up like tiny eggs. There's nothing more. I don't know how the line went. It's like a bond between a boy and his tiny legs. Oh man. I got a guy who like wants to voice Robotnik for my videos right now. He could do like a just amazing impression and all that. Makes me wonder if like Sega might go to him if they were to decide that they needed like Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog Robotnik back. Completely unlikely, given how. Well, that's just very unlikely. But if they decided on that, they should just go to him. I feel like kind of shit right now because like I straight up forgot his name. I have to go back to Stu's video where it like showed up for the opening. I've just been kept so busy. Last time I was here in the craft room, like, last year, like, I decided to, like, draw Kagura and, like, it looked, like, for the button maker. Basically what I'm drawing this for, but yeah, but, like, back then I didn't think to, like, bring my, like, Prisma pencils. They had, like, other, like, expensive pencils here, too, but, like, they were, like, very off. You had to, like, work to, like, blend anything, of course, and, like, that wasn't the problem, though, like, if you threw down one color, like expecting the color that you normally fall back on, it would just spit out a different color. So to get like, see if I can get it. To get like a solid like Ozumangadio like pink, you couldn't really just like throw down like two shades or nothing. Like you had to like throw like 7 different colors just to get this base color.
Zooming on this is really weird.
Yeah.
I'll do this. Like, I'll try to make sure that it's zoomed out all the way, and it'll just zoom back in immediately.
Maybe it's because it's detecting like your other fingers as you're like holding it up.
I don't think so.
My phone does that with me. I don't know. It can't be the same for yours, I don't think, but...
I guess that's as good as it's gonna get. Okay.
No.
And stream resuming.
little bit of the indigo is like sort of bleeding into like the main part of the eye, but that's okay. I will overcome this.
Minecraft Mark Easter says, "How's Geibuchan?"
I'm doing all right.
Is Geibuchan?
I'm doing pretty all right considering. Been working at Amazon. It's roughly the reason I haven't been able to make videos quite as frequently.
Oh, hey, it's Mozzie, Master of Zorark.
Hey, Master of Zorark. Sorry I haven't been able to like show up in your like live streams or nothing. It's just too many people have plans. Too many plans for me all at once.
Good old Mozzie.
Yeah.
He'll not fail ya. I'll bet you.
A what? Oh yeah. Oh,
What up?
whoa, whoa, whoa. No. Here, let me clean that.
I like the red. Oh, thank you.
Yeah. I keep forgetting that's gonna happen. Oh, thanks. So yeah. It's okay, this here is like the hole where the eyepiece goes. Sometimes I feel kind of crap because like even when I like finish something and like even when I finish something in like Prisma pencils, there's hardly a way to like actually share it without jumping through a lot of hoops, given how when I scan it, like even now that I have a new scanner, like when I scan it, like you still have to like the colors just never come out, like colors and values never come out like properly, no matter how I fix the settings. So you basically have to just jump through Photoshop and like try everything within your grasp to like within your power to like get the colors just right. Yeah. Oh, wrong one. Yeah. You know, I'm a little concerned now that like maybe I forgot like what exact colors I was going to use for like the rest of this guy. I have it uploaded on my DeviantArt, like basically like when I refine this into like a sprite with his wings flapping. This is tougher than I thought it was gonna be. Oh, this isn't red.
So you're gonna make this into a button?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Button,
right.
button, who's got the button? It's my favorite game. Move the glow over to the next button. All around you are buttons. All around me are familiar faces.
Worn out buttons.
Worn out buttons. I find it kind of funny. Gets pretty lonely in here.
Oh look, a free iPad.
Yeah. To recap from earlier, if you're careful, you won't ever have to actually use a solid black pencil just to convey black or darkness. Just throw down more colors and it comes out vibrant. How's my phone charging, by the way? It charges pretty fast, I think.
I can go check if you're willing to readjust this.
Yeah. Load it.
Thank you.
Yep. Put that down for now. Let's get that closer. Tighten that. Oh, that's good. How's the charge rolling? That's good enough. It's better than like 2%. Yeah.
Hang on, mate.
All right. Why is it doing that? Okay. Yeah. You probably can't like see it too well, but like, oh, you can see it too well. Huh. The last time I tried to like record another phone screen, like it just kept flickering. But yeah, I'm gonna use this to like base the colors off of, because the colors admittedly aren't quite too fresh in my mind at the moment. Just wait that down. Not quite at the resolution I would have liked, but
Oh no, it's moving. It's moving.
oh, that's right. No, I'll just lay it like this. Let's see. I don't like that shitty yellow. It's the arm cuff. Shoot. I think maybe I might take a pic of this, like, decent enough to where it could pass for, like, if I were to just scan it. Because I would like to at least use this as an icon for something. Before I, like, go and, like, put it in. You know, it's funny that I'm going through the effort of doing this when I don't even...
The 3D shading is great.
Nope. What if I...
That's what that stays.
That's a little teetery, but...
Have you found like that have like you could use to look up the websites and see what they offer? Yeah, there could be like
Can't just be a solid white.
I'm going to focus on tails.
I think it was Bad Luck Crow that came out with that one. The other day we were trying to find it and Roland thought it was Pilly 10.
I'm pretty sure it's Pilly 10.
Which of my Y2Ps?
Do you consider your favorite?
That would be IOU, the Quack one. The entire TMNT Christmas trilogy. Like, the Alice in Wonderland series, like, basically isn't quite as refined as I would have liked, but I'd managed to, like, do everything that I wanted to with, like, Alice in Wonderland 4. Basically, like, my... Oh, and I absolutely love the DDD that I got to do. Tribute to, like, Welt's DDD Boops of the same episode.
Still can't believe they just used like a random character model for Shorty Hollow.
Yeah.
And then after that one episode of Quack Quack, they just forgot that he was a villain and
they just
character model.
Yeah. They just had him like as a guy like dude just runs like an entire like gold mine. It's a different voice, but like it's he looks exactly the same. That looks really good.
I remember I was driving to work recently and I saw a cyclist with Shorty Hollow's exact same style of boots.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
They straight up make those.
I guess so. Not sure where.
Oh man, I want to like special order like a pair of like boots that look exactly like Shorty Hollow's, like color and patterns and everything. But I'm gonna put a sound chip in like them so that every time you take a step, you just hear that ear rape like every time. Okay.
It works still.
People with a higher reception of color, like me. This was near the corner from the Ninja Studios. Going up for the Studios Center.
Winter.
Actually, I didn't think about this until like Walrus guy pointed it out when we were talking. Splinter straight up died in like the third one that I did after the piss off video game. Like just puts him on a line and he rolls off of it and dies. Like he just never he just never physically shows up again unless it's like except for the moment where like they try like thinking up like what Splinter would say if he were here. You know what Splinter would say? My sons, you suck and you smell. The many smelly gifts you have given me are all stupid and gay. So, I wonder if like they're gonna, if I were to like do another one, they're just gonna like go through the trouble of like finding gifts for Splinter, and Splinter never shows up like for the entire video, but then they remember that Splinter's still dead. So they find his dead carcass and like feed him Volvic Revive, and that brings him back again. They don't have to worry about him smelling like rotten flesh. Because the Turtles Christmas series like straight up look like roadkill.
What if it's a Turtles Christmas, but it's just Raph?
Yeah, Raph was always like a central focus on like the entire Turtles like trilogy that I did.
Like he's just talking to no one. I don't believe you guys.
It's like the way he's handled and like
Now.
no.
It's not as easy to do that like with not like with Garfield or something. Splinter turns into the pizza with pepperoni confirmed. We got the pepperoni pazzi. The one everyone likes.
By the way, y'all, on my Tumblr, I treated like give away like unlisted links to like previews of my like forthcoming videos. I don't think I've ever advertised it on my channel, or at least well enough.
People found it on your channel though.
Yeah.
Subscribers are there.
Yeah, but there's like an entire selection of ones that are like still unlisted.
Oh yeah, those. No,
And I
right,
basically
yeah.
like just only put it either like give the link to like friends or just put it on my Tumblr. For those who like are dedicated enough to like they want to be a little spoiled. Gonna have to like before I decide on something that works. 6:46. Oh, I was worried it was like further in the afternoon. Yeah. Let me test if that's gonna work. And that might work for a base color. Go down Tuscan red, yellow, and like Spanish orange. Oh, there's another guy there. The horny tree and the beautiful maid's still up, to be honest. Oh man. Like all my videos.
Hot Rolf shed action.
Yeah. Like I'm just really glad I went with that joined Master of Zoroark's collab for Ed and Eddie. Wherever it may be now, I'm still glad that I got to use the source. It's something I've been wanting to do for a long while, till. And I got to do everything I wanted to do with that. I know I've been saying that for a lot of projects that I'm proud of, but since it takes me so long to actually just sit down and make these videos, it's not only are people waiting on you to actually come out with them, but you're also waiting on yourself to be able to share them. All the while you're just thinking of so many different things that you're going to do when the time comes. But the time can never just come soon enough. Other people are just able to manage multiple things in one sitting. But for me, it's always just have to deal with one ordeal at a time before I could just move on to the next. Sometimes I wonder if I have ADD or something. Because even now that I'm having a good paying job and or well a paying job for that matter. It's now that I have a job, it's a very hard, laborious, physical job that just takes a lot out of me by the time my weekend actually happens. So I can't really do half the shit that I planned when I'm off. People at work there's another artist who I work with straight up wonders why I don't put up a booth or do anything of my artistic my art or nothing. So it takes me a long while to just get something pertaining to that out too. It's he doesn't take into account that I'm gonna spend a good lot of whether I want to or not, I'm just gonna spend a good lot of my day off just recovering from work. So I won't really have time to just do half the stuff the shit he expects me to do. It's gee, Brain, what are you gonna do tonight? The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to recover from work. His name is Geibuchan. His name is Geibuchan. Everyone's a penis and they drive him insane. That doesn't rhyme. But you can't can't just go anywhere without people just making up expectations of me. Like, I already do a lot on the sides too. I've recently taken up like trying to like thanks.
But
All right, connection can't crap out again. Where was I? What was I talking about just now?
animation lover slacker says looks dope.
Yeah, thanks.
Expectations?
Oh yeah, it's like I'm already doing. This time it just crapped out.
Alright.
Yep.
Anyhow.
So recently I picked up on like trying to make music on FL Studio. I only have the free version, so I can't exactly like save my projects yet. Like most of them are basically just MIDI replacements, but it takes like 3 days to like just once they decide on like the instruments used, the samps. It takes me like 3 days to like level everything so that they're not just like overlapping each other and everything's just perfectly balanced. So that you'll be able to hear everything stand up on their own. It's like on top of like all these projects that I'm still doing on the sides. If I could find time for them, that is. One thing's certain, I'm not really giving up on any projects as of yet. Except for maybe Alice in Wonderland 5. Basically to work on like everything else, like no progress has actually been made on that since like the 10 minutes that I started with. I'm wondering if maybe I should just repurpose it as another prologue for the class in the drip pizza sauce.
What's your opinion on the modern area of YouTube poop pop?
It's basically completely unfounded, other than how I don't really know like why people could throw creepypasta stuff in it. It's completely unfounded because like I haven't really sat down and like looked for any like modern YouTube poops, unless they just so happen to like be going my way. They all seem pretty effects heavy, so I like to like think that maybe I was responsible for some of that.
Minecraft Markeister says CDI Hotel Mario is getting a comeback recently.
Oh, absolutely. I think I've been accused of like a few times of like only ever bringing up YouTube poops that like just do like classic stuff. Or that just do more with like the CDI characters. It's like the whole drama that surrounded like Spit Dinner and like that sort of thing. I'm glad that's like ended for good. Well, the drama that surrounds it, actually, it's like it's still alive and well, basically. Back in everyone who had a problem with just Spit Dinner memes like being spit everywhere, like they've all like just, myself included, like just collectively got up and like looked at ourselves and just got over ourselves. So like now it's like if it wasn't obvious before, it's like you're more than ever like just free to like just make whatever you want. With new YouTube poopers, however, I'm still sometimes I like worry of like there's maybe like a certain quality standard that that newer poopers think that they have to live up to. That's not really how I do things. It's like, well, I do have a standard that I live up to myself, but I don't really like the idea of like other people just like having to worry about it specifically. You should just do like whatever like clicks with you, whatever just feels right. Don't worry about what anyone thinks or nothing. It's like when you just play video games, you don't really have anyone like you didn't get as good as you did by having someone just like harp on you, telling you that you're not doing it right or nothing. You straight up just like went at your own pace. It's like if you're being ridiculed like the entire time, like that's no way that like anything's going to like come out of it. Sorry if I'm like a little scrambled with my thoughts right now, but wait, actually, I'm a little concerned. I'm a little surprised that like I'm actually just I've been able to convey so much since like I'm the kind of guy who can't even like just play video games and keep a decent conversation at the same time.
Funky. Funky.
Oh, what?
Funky.
Where's my board?
Funky.
Maniac monkeys on the moon. Oh man. I remember like when that first came out, I've had like several I still have like several people like not hear the F in funky and they think it's saying like DK saying monkey over and over again. Yeah. It's like it's not even edited. Hear the F. It's like I get plenty of like commenters that like not only get the misinterpret the sentence mixing, but like they misinterpret like bare unedited like that point, but they do because there's a lot of ear rape in my videos. I'm basically just making them all deaf. I'm a little uncertain as to like where I'm gonna go with like the shading for this. Oh, they're just having two songs playing it over each other.
Well, one of the guys is actually rapping. He's singing.
Oh,
He's really good at it.
yeah. It's better to use like warmer colors for like items that are objects that are like closer to the viewer. Farther away, you should use more like farther away. You should use like cooler ones. I don't think I've really conveyed that here, but oh, really? I made the tab open again. Forgot like what color I did, but his shoulders. Oh yes, and like a purple. It's more of like a purplish indigo, like GameCube indigo, not Prismacolor indigo. Yeah, this is more like it. How long have you been drawing for? One of my influences? Since kindergarten. It was like 1998. Influences were like Super Mario Brothers. Osmongadai was basically shaped how I draw like humans and expressions. One of the few one of the things that influenced it. Recently, in order to draw like a request from Stu, like in order to learn to draw Sabrina, I basically had to for him, I basically had to entire his interpretation of art of her as reference. But I noticed that for the arcs of the eyes, for anther characters, Eric Schwartz style normally uses a warm. Jake says, "Are you going to be talking to Intergalactic Space?" So yeah, I incorporated a little bit of Warner Brothers into my art style, with just how I draw eyes, but that's about it. I didn't really get until I watched Dot Hack Legend of the Twilight Bracelet, because they would straight up air it in Cartoon Network at 2 a.m. around 2005-ish. It's a pretty big and obscure thing to put on Cartoon Network, but they straight up made an entire icon for it when they were announcing what shows are going to be coming up next. For a while they didn't, but eventually they caved in and drew Shugo this kite persona. But the eyes, the way they drew eyes in all the characters, it's the shot you were looking at, they always made it so that the colors of the eyes were intact. The way they went across too, it's it was pretty moving. Trying to resist the urge to make him sing 100 P's. What? I'm resisting the urge to make him sing some of 100 P's Knuckles raps. He do a legit good job though. Let's see. Need a beige for his shoulders. It's more of an army green, I suppose. The colors I made for his like shoulder like guards. Bit of a greenish beige.
This is one of my favorite songs because it's like a cute one. I don't know. I like cute songs and then I like real life. It's like one of
I think it needs to be like a cooler green. Well, even if that doesn't look too like close.
Those were words.
Oh man, I'm gonna be doing a YouTube poop of like on top of all these other poops. I'm doing one of like the Mega Man Battle Network anime. The entire thing is just going to be like that one scene from like one of the earlier seasons, like where Mail-chan like first encounters like Iroya Madoi, and basically like she's trying to tear her down and discourage her from actually like doing the N1, participating in the N1 Grand Prix. Instead, what happens is like she calls him Opa-san, and like that basically just completely destroys her. And from that point onward, it's like it becomes a recurring joke where everyone just keeps calling her Opa-san, and like the entire video is just gonna be them going back and forth at it. No matter like what Madoe does like to Mio-chan, she just always comes back up, just hits him with the exact same thing, just calling him Opa-san, basically an old hag. And like it just works every time. But I hope to do like all sorts of like stupid crap with it. So like they just have a moment where like Hiroya Madoi just dies by like for means of like Geibuchan's like reflective like forehead, and she just hops forward for like every syllable. She just goes, and it's like then they all just start laughing like even more upset, as if nothing happened just then. They're just laughing at her. It's like it just lowers down to like just like slapstick. Just throwing all this crap at each other. And no matter how brutally like destroyed they get, like they just always come back. One of my art teachers, Miss Yan, basically taught me how to use Prisma pencils, like to the like finest degree. But while I was there, like at the magnet art school that I went to, I basically couldn't really find the confidence to like truly like master using them. See, the students were all like general rich kids, and I'm pretty sure like we never really got along too well, and like I just never get quite the emotional support that I needed. Pretty sure I just screwed up like with making first impressions, but when I went back to like a closer to home campus that like basically I was going to go to if not for the magnet art school. It's like I was dealing with like normal kids again, and like everyone just looked up to me for my artwork, and that gave me the confidence to like just like actually like do everything that I learned up until that point in time with blending colors, not needing like a black shade anything.
All right, we started with the heat with the girls coming up from the streets trying to make their nails. We took the beats all around another $3 million. The boys, now they got their home tomorrow. We ain't taking us to get the news. So we got a problem. People make their journey, grow it. We ain't right into this. I'm telling you, niggas flip flopping like chompers. I can still feel like he got to look at me like I'm from Wakanda. That's the big thing. You don't want to fuck with me. I got amigos that are catching this. The fact that you have, I like how you heard that instead. I love that. Okay. No, that's perfect. I don't know.
No cuss words, no cuss words, no cuss words. Almost finished with that artwork? It looks pretty well done.
Yeah, it's basically almost done. However, I'm spending a little time like refining everything.
Take care. What do you want to do?
Ah, yes. Love how moody that looks. Just all like cream over it. So said that like with mastering like Prismas, you basically won't even need any outlines whatsoever if you're like good enough with it. And as you can see, I'm basically just like making like outlines as I go with like Indigo. It's not like I'm really at that level yet, but like this is like a tiny like drawing to where it's going to be fundamentally harder to like make things stand out with just the values if like the leads themselves are going to be like a little fat, too fat to like achieve that sort of thing. Regardless of all of that, like just making outlines with Indigo just like looks too cool.
Oh, that actually rolled over from here.
Oh. Oh, thank you. Oh, I got one too. That's all right.
Here you go.
Thanks.
I tried.
Thanks. It's all right. I don't know why it could be, but like folks like me that have like a high perception of color tend to stray away from like just direct yellows. Like it just doesn't appeal to me. It's got to have like a little bit of orange in it. That's one way that I was like. That's another reason why I was like really happy with like Pac-Man's inclusion in like Smash Brothers 4. It's like I didn't think it would work, but like not using like a straight up yellow for his like design, it was just like such a nice touch. And I'm a little sad to see that diminished for like Smash Brothers Ultimate. Not only that he's just going with like a straight yellow this time, but they made it desaturated. And I'm like, no. Pac-Man's it's not a big deal or anything, but like Pac-Man's supposed to just be saturated colors. You got realistic characters there too, where it's like at least fitting, but like Pac-Man's about as unrealistic as you can get, while at the same time still remain grounded with his design.
Oh, I just noticed we have the swoosh god. It says nice.
I don't see anything.
Watch me swoosh right in. Swoosh, swoosh, swoosh.
Swoosh. Swoosh right in. I just remembered we're out here.
Battery power 15%. Well, we're basically almost done, I guess. So.
Let me see if I can. Should help the lower the brightness.
Yeah, that'd be sufficient. Going for the conversation going on in the background. When I first discovered this room, like last year, I freaked out. Drew myself a Kagura pin for the occasion. Mentioned it already, but I put it up in my. But I didn't mention I put it up in my Tumblr. Despite everything I had to go through just to get the colors to like actually like work, since I wasn't using Prism pencils. Going through a hard mode was like satisfying to like see the end of it.
It's just like I love the negative. That was like a great idea. I want to try to make that too.
I need highlights for this end. To like make this stand out.
Actually, we would like these all weekend. And I also have
When you think you're done, you're kind of not. Other people are just able to like just do whatever and like it's comfortable for them and it works. Not me, however. I have to like refine everything until I can truly say I'm finished.
Indigo for outlines? Now that's something interesting to try out sometime. Thanks for that tip, Geibuchan.
Throw some like Tuscan red over there too for like outlines. Just make the area where your shadows go like blue, and then the rest of it just like red.
You are so I'll pay you whatever you think. You want to do more of this, and we just go on the road and just make stuff. All right, man. Give me the time for it.
Seems like I'm just shooting myself in the foot if you like think about it too hard, but I'm actually not going to school like at the moment. Picking up from like an earlier conversation like way back. It's like all throughout high school, mom just kept like dumping me in like advanced like classes just because like from my abilities she just sort of assumed that I was smart and level-headed. And basically what I wanted, like outside of like just doing artwork, I just wanted like a normal high school life that I could not achieve if like mom just like made everything harder for like no other reason other than to impress like would be like people who would recruit me for like college. I don't think I really like worked well with like the high school like setup anyway. Like no matter whether I was in like advanced classes or not, I would straight up like just like look at all like the 8 courses I'm taking and just decide this is all too much. I'm gonna sacrifice one so that I could be good at and just like circulate it and just like swap between like which class I don't feel like carrying at this moment. It kind of worked out in the end because like back then if you took like advanced classes, like even if you failed at them it'd still count as you passing with like with the 70% grade, like with a 70, basically saying that like they let you in. But I was just going through so much that it's like I just didn't have any room to like care about it. I basically somehow just went my entire like high school life without ever having to actually study. But that doesn't mean I'm smart. Or studious. I'm not very disciplined, but if I were to go disciplined and actually just do what I'm told, like I won't have any. They basically just like keep writing it so that I never have any time to like actually do stuff that I want. Like if I just did like everything that like mom expected of me, like when I was like freshman or sophomore year, I never would have been able to like test out like Premiere or like just do anything that I did throughout the school year. None of that would have actually like come out nearly as good if she just got her way. Even now my life's not really in order since like with being held at like verbally held at gunpoint to like work at Amazon, I can hardly even like find time or energy to like actually sit down and work on my projects. The way I'm at the moment is just like the most of this is that like have a steady income. And that ain't too bad since like working at Amazon at least it's like you work with a diverse crowd. Cause like everyone's sort of guaranteed a job and like they hire people in waves and like you deal with like all sorts of people and like ethnicities and like different backgrounds. I basically took a look at myself and like was interacting with people because if I'm gonna like have to interact with so many different people on a daily basis, I should at least like I don't think I'd really like count myself as like an introvert, but I know for certain I have like introvert like tendencies. So I made an effort to like work on like stuff I wasn't good at. Even if you bump into like like a character that you don't really like or anything, it's like you just need to like generally be agreeable. And eventually he'll end up liking you anyway.
The reason I like the bigger space is because I guess with my label is like black and gold. So black and gold like my bougie.
It's like you straight up like get people who are like just fresh out of like the army or like military experience. Bit of that sticks with you, so like they don't really like treat people with like respect or nothing. Expect respect from everyone. While at the same time everything bothers them with them and they're like 90% of the time. Eventually it comes to light that they don't mean any ill will towards you no matter how like cross with you they can get. If you're never rude back to them, they'll just end up like having you around. Well, it's not an absolute like method that just completely foolproof, but like I don't think I made any enemies over there that I at least didn't become friends with like later. All right. The only people I didn't end up making friends with is like the AmCare guy, the guy who runs like the little nurse office, but he's rude with everyone. I don't think anyone really likes him. There was like one other guy, but like he left in like a week, like 3 weeks after I met him. This is before I started relying on like card stimulants to like achieve anything. So I was never like properly level-headed like whenever I was around him. It seemed pretty evident he was like just the kind of like just pretends to be your friend. I don't really like give him any like a lot of bones for him to like pick on. But at the same time you could tell that he still like makes it a point to like question my intelligence that I can't actually show because I'm still in the shock of like being at the last place that I wanted to be like roughly like at that moment in time. I mean, sorry if I come off as like melancholy, but like Damn. I wish I didn't have to put this into a button somehow. Because I want to be able to like preserve it like before it happens. Your dinner warrior. Source. That would be a viable option to if not for the notion that there's no scanner around here in this convention at the moment.
Scan and reproduce copies of it?
Yeah, we don't have a scanner here. So that's moot. My scanner is currently at the house. My house, specifically.
My house.
Son of the ordinary. That's right. Don't wanna hurt nobody. People at work, when they eventually find out, like, about not only my artwork, but my videos too, they basically wonder, like, what the heck I'm doing there. And why I'm not, like, just going out fulfilling my dreams. Completely, that this is, working in Amazon constitutes as, like, a normal job. Literally everyone there will tell me that it's quite, like, everyone's quite certain that, like, I'm not going to stay there forever. I'm perfectly certain about that too.
People will tell you that any job is bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, no matter where you go. I think that's what makes it a normal job, in fact.
So I thought there was a book.
Oh, oh, a book? Oh. Yeah, I can, like, look around the... Sure, I would have noticed.
That's cool. I can't call.
Thanks. Yeah. It helps if you have, like, Prisma ready.
My sister's got Prism colors. Did you try this?
Yep.
I see them.
Yeah. It's a little crammed in there, but, like...
It's really cool and big. So like blended. I can't blend. I don't know.
Yeah. You come to learn, like, how to blend as you go through with them.
Oh.
A good place to start is, like, to use, like, typically, like, 3 colors for, like, ambience. And you could just fall back on, like, these 3 for your shading, as well as whatever colors, like, might show up. Aww.
I drew one that was big. That's it. I'm gonna find it. Moment.
Aww, she looks beautiful.
Trying really hard with hands.
You'll get there soon.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks. Alright.
You at least got, like, this, like, the hands, like, silhouetted out, like, at least.
So it's so better than actually drawing it because it's like.
Yeah. That's a good place to start. I'm surprised I never really, like, started with like just silhouetting the hands like at first.
That's not how I started off. I started
Oh,
off
okay.
with started off like this. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like not that long, but you know,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Right, yeah.
Well, that's fair enough.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Well, good luck with your future endeavors. Yeah. Was that the book you were looking for? I couldn't tell.
I thought that you were using like this.
Hmm. There.
I think it's good. I think that looks perfect right there.
Yeah.
I don't think there's much left you can improve on.
Well, I'm hoping to like get this like little like shoulder area to like stand out more from like his hood.
Can you hear me?
I could definitely like stand to like make it warmer. Where like the shoulder itself is like cooler. I don't know if I was holding it straight enough like earlier, but like that helped a lot considerably. And as for this end, make this more clear. It's gonna be how's that? Added a little cyan to the.
All right.
Sorry, I'm just like spending too long on like minor details. I want to be sure that everything just stands out clear as crystal. This like little metal like part for his arm right here, I'm gonna make that streak like brighter. Oh, I see. Erase that. Ah, you're really good at hyper detail.
You think that's it?
Should be it, yeah.
So do you cut it out, or does the machine do that?
This thing that we were using as a tripod, that cuts it out.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a blade like down here, but we were using that to like hold the thing in place. Hope we didn't make the blade go blunt though.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
This phone battery's at 2%.
Oh dear.
I'm gonna go plug it in.
Sorry about that. Well, don't we want to like end it with like a statement or some kind of ending?
It'd be better if we had
Oh yeah.
if we had the energy to make the statement with.
Okay. Well, goodbye, y'all. Just a second. But if you're
You're going to draw something now. One's going to be the back, and one's going to be the front of your cookie.
Just a second there. Alright, boom. Okay, right, like this. Okay. Let's see now. Alright. I think we're gonna go ahead and end the stream right here. If we can once I have well enough of a charge, I think we're going to film the button making process in a separate video. So, I'm sure Gabe would take this opportunity to thank you for watching. That's what that means. See you, Gabe and friend. Nice to be with you. Thank you. Thank you very much. And let's see. Yeah, I heard your phone. Low battery. I know what that means. So, thank you for watching, everyone. And I'm gonna put up a video later. So, thanks. Ending in 3, 2, 1.